I hit a few more operators again.
Hit the operators, okay. But I'm against letting Charlie Grack work on any more speakeasies.
Excuse me, Mr. Barnett, but I...
But you what? You musclehead. You go to troubleshoot a saloon, you pulverize it. Vince, it's cheaper to find new operators than to stake them the new fixtures.
Mr. Barnett, I only did what I was told.
All right, Charlie. Everybody knows you only do what you're told. So now I'm telling you, shut up.
Steady as you can. Perhaps I should just wound him. I do have an unfair advantage.
Wound him and he'll kill you. Finish him.
Well, what about Kimball?
Look, you lost him. I handed him to you on a silver platter, and you lose him.
Solid silver, Herbie, solid silver. Lots of times there are rewards for interstate fugitives.
Rewards?
Runs as high as 4,000 or 5,000 sometimes, didn't you know?
Sure, I know that. But I'm not the kind of guy that goes around and rats on somebody. It's bad for my reputation.
I know.
I don't know where he is. I ain't got no idea.
You might find out now that you're getting out of here.
Who are you trying to kid? Me getting out? Look, I'm up for murder one. Are you trying to kid me getting out?
We're dropping the murder charge. Go on, your sister's waiting for you. She bailed you out.
Yes, didn't we tell you? They caught that liquor store murderer in Springfield right after we picked you up. Must have slipped my mind. You're only up for armed robbery. Go on, get out of here.
Listen.
Parker, glad to have you aboard.
Not so fast. I've got a couple of questions I want to ask you first.
Fire.
Harmon here says that there are only a half a dozen guys that know the junk's in the vault.
That's right.
When it turns up missing, that he's going to point the finger at you, along with only 5 other guys. That ain't very much company.
You heard of a man named Koenig?
Runs the waterfront. We heard of him.
Well, he needs the stuff a lot worse than the rest of us. He's been fighting Frank Mitty all along.
So when it disappears, the finger points at Koenig.
That's the picture.
What do you say, Duke?
I say no. By playing against the syndicate, we more than double the risk.
Crowd. Well, whoever he is, he's in a cab.
I can't see anybody on there. Says the engineer's in the cab. How do you know?
Keep your eyes on the engine. You see? He's bleeding off his steam. He's got to do that every once in a while when he's standing still. Blow out his safety valve. Just one of those things you learn. You know. Well, go on, get dressed.
Your medics check you out all the time, don't they?
Affirmative.
Come on, answer in English.
Yes.
Why haven't you seen them about this?
Maybe I'm just sort of used to you, Mike. We're old friends.
I'm no specialist, Jeff.
I'm tired. Maybe my brain is too small for the big job we have to do. Maybe it's psychosomatic.
Will you stop trying to be your own doctor? Go to your medics.
Give me something. Anything. It's just for a few days.
It's too dangerous. Go to your own medic.
I will later.
Hey. Jeff, tell me. Did something happen up there that you don't want them to
Don't
know
ask
about?
so many questions. Just give me a pill. Some kind of pill. I've got a job to do. Keep me going.
Not until we have some lab work done first. Blood tests.
No blood.
No pill.
All right.
And in the meantime, keep warm and get plenty of rest.
I run this town. You're the one that's saying it. drifted down here a couple of years ago. Used to be with Quantrill's Raiders. After a while, that got to be unprofitable, so I came here. But I learned one thing when I was with Quantrill. A man points a rifle at you. He don't have to be elected to nothing. He don't have to hold no office. If he asks you a question and you want to keep on living, you better answer him. So suppose we start all over again.
Escaped. The tricky twosome tore free, thanks to you.
Why accuse me, FF? Batman's a redoubtably fine crime fighter.
Fine, huh? Perhaps you find him attractive, intriguing. Was that it?
Falseface, I was merely according Batman the respect due an outstanding adversary. I haven't the slightest...
Not so much protesting, Blaze, and I'd believe you sooner.
I say do the deep six with her.
Not so fast, Spinkle. I make the moves in this mob.
Yes, sir.
I'll decide about you in the morning, Blaze. Meanwhile, I warn you. One thing I will not allow is anyone being false to me.
Funny, isn't it, Zack? Your superiors will never be able to prove that you three just didn't accidentally blow yourselves up. Well, maybe funny isn't exactly the right word. How does ironic suit you? Well, I could think of a better word, but unfortunately I don't have the time. Well, goodbye to you, and bad cess. What the devil is that?
Sir, I respectfully decline.
Very well, you've earned the consequences. This court is in recess.
What is it you want? We're not open yet. We have no money.
We don't want your money, Mrs. Jason.
Well, what then? Merchandise? Take it.
We don't want your merchandise either. Although we may want to use some of it. And everything we need seems to be right here.
There's a bedroom and kitchen in the back.
That's good. Mrs. Jason, I think we might all enjoy some coffee. Do you have any?
Yes, we have coffee.
That's fine. Would you make us some, please?
Oh, sind Sie ein Professor?
I don't speak German.
What do you want?
To offer you money. A good deal of money.
Louvet, I have nothing to sell you.
You're beautiful. You're very, very beautiful. But you're so stupid.
It surprises me.
Why does it surprise you, Belson?
It is a commonly used technique.
I'm sure Hughes knows what he's talking about.
Of course. I didn't say he didn't.
Now, I suggest you get started on what you came here to do, Belson.
Very good. Will someone show me to my room? I have my code wheel right here. I would like to get settled.
Of course. Kohler, will you take Comrade Belson to his room?
Yes, sir.
Kohler, this issue came yesterday. This is an extra copy.
May I read it? I haven't seen a real American journal in years.
We shall start with you first, I think, Mr. West. Goodbye.
Before you bid me goodbye, may I ask a question?
If it is short.
Yes, it is. There's a game that you Russians play with the pistol and the bullet. Could you tell me what that is?
Yes, I'll be very happy to. Better, I will demonstrate. First, you remove all the bullets from the chamber but one. So, then you spin the chamber, and then you play the game.
Oh, are we taking turns? Before it's my turn again, I wonder whether I could make a very small request of you.
You really need me, Noah. But I'm not sure I need you. I feel a lot healthier being a live thief instead of a dead spy.
Oh, look, Al. I'm not asking you to spy. Just asking you to steal.
You don't have to sneak around and infiltrate. Just pull a normal, natural heist. You'll be safe, I promise you. Look. It's against parole regulations, but I'll issue you a special permit.
Come on. No self-respecting member of my profession would be caught dead carrying a piece.
I beg your pardon.
Tell me, does this diplomatic milk run use scheduled commercial airlines?
We'll get you the flight, seat number, and departure time.
Stubborn man, isn't he?
Well, he's got a lot of responsibilities.
Yes, I'm sure. He's still a stubborn man. I know, I've been having trouble with him.
What kind of trouble?
Well, I'm trying to get him to move this village upriver to some land I own. A much more beautiful place. And I pay for the exchange of the land, real money. Much more money than this tribe has ever seen before. And you know they could use it.
Sounds like a good exchange. What's holding it up?
Nella.
My fellow countrymen, we are the victims of a monstrous plot. That is not the Premier. This is a mechanical device. Look closely. A counterfeit. Just like the man who attempted to perpetrate this vicious hoax upon the nation. Anton Masik. He can't be the Premier. Jacob is dead. He's been dead for weeks.
Camilo! It's me!
Gemini?
You told me it would be like picking fruit from a tree.
One of my men is dead. Two of them are wounded. The rest are afraid to make another raid.
Sit down. Things will work out. In the first place, I could not anticipate John Cannon was going to run Rancho Montoya with such a passion. In the second, you have been short of followers from the beginning.
Senor Nerva, what can I do? With my share of the money, I can pay only a few men. Out of your share, you pay nobody.
This will now work in your favor. While you've been paying your men and spending the rest on women and drinking, I have been saving mine for precisely this moment. With this, you will hire every single bandit in the territory who can shoot straight.
I can hire an army.
Well, then do so.
If Hogan is the right man and he becomes suspicious, he will just disappear. I want to take a picture of him without his knowing it.
How?
Let me show you. So? This is how we do it in the Gestapo.
The DA wants you badly. Almost as badly as I do. Maybe you can make a deal with him to cop a plea, but not with me. I just wanted you to see a beautiful lock. Kono, book him. Murder one.
No! McGarrett, I didn't do it.
Can you refute the evidence?
No, but I didn't do it. It's a frame.
Oh, frame. I was waiting for that golden word. Get him out of here.
I warned you not to hold out on your attorney. Barry, I'm resigning. I'll give you 24 hours.
Don't quit on me.
Get a new lawyer, but that's
It's a frame. McGarrett, listen to me. Just listen to me. No motive. Miller was paying me off. I had no reason to hire a hitman.
Yeah. How much did Miller pay you?
First, he was paying me $20,000, then 8, then 12. I mean, it was a piece of the profits of the corporation. Check it out. You'll see I'm telling the truth.
We did check it. Those are the amounts of Miller's cash withdrawals, but that does not eliminate motive. How do we know you were satisfied with those amounts? How do we know you didn't get greedy, that you wanted double, triple? When Miller wouldn't pay, you had him wiped out.
McGarrett, listen. If there's one guy in this town who should know a frame when he sees it, it's you. So you've got to get me off.
I've got to get you off?
Book him. You'll never make it stick.
Oh, no. I defect from the LAPD and move up here to get him off my back, and look who shows up. Lieutenant Simon Legree.
Relax, Norris. I'm in private service now.
I heard, but the scars remain.
Tell me, Fred, are you achieving anything here outside of bruising the ladies' furniture?
Why should I tell you?
Hey, that's an interesting piece of work. Done by your brother, huh?
What brother?
Oh, come on, Fred. Am I going to have to join the San Leone Police Department to get any information out of you?
Don't ever say that, Frank. Honest, I'll tell you anything you want to know.
All right. Where does her brother live?
Sean Cadden, 6521 66th Avenue. But we checked. The girl's not there.
I knew that when you gave me the address.
She means a great deal to.
So now I know who you are. Colonel Steve Austin. Wonderful. Wonderful. And you're getting married. Well, you can expect a very special wedding present from me.
Excellent, excellent. I knew you were never meant to be a warlord. Take him away and tie him up. And these puny little creatures, take them away.
Dead.
You sure?
I'm sure. Any paycheck ain't gonna talk to nobody.
Where do you keep the cigarettes in this desk of yours? Any paycheck. You actually believed you could get away with it. Come here. It's all right. It's over. Nobody left to talk about Joe Fitch anymore, right?
Right.
Just you and me, Harry, like old times. Hey, you know what I feel like? I feel like some deli. What do you say we grab some deli?
Hey, deli sounds great. I'll go get Mary and I'll meet you out front.
Okay.
He has a wife, a family, business. He's a respected member of the community.
The man is running for public office, and he's trying to deceive the public. He should have thought about his family before he started.
Forgive me, Mr. Raven. I presumed upon your hospitality. Mr. Jablonski. Got your message, Raven. Thank you for leaving your calling card.
You're taking quite a chance coming here, don't you think?
Not much of one.
You're pretty serious, aren't you?
I'm good at what I do.
Killing your own people.
Having them killed, Jonathan. Killing is not my line of work. But I believe it's yours, isn't it? No need to answer. You know, it seems we both have something on each other. You came to Hawaii looking for a young man who's very important to you. And there are a number of people out to get you before you get them. I understand the Black Dragon pays a lot of money for that kind of information.
Well, since you know so much about me, you know that I don't scare too easily.
Oh, I know that too. But I'm not sure I'm worth enough to you to drum up all that trouble.
Who's the girl?
The kind that makes you want to ask that question. You know, it's sad. We men really need to believe that so much beauty could never be that cold.
Is she Russian?
No, she's Czech. A freelancer, one of the best. We use her many times.
Well, that might not be too good for you.
Why is that?
Well, you're a loose end, Misha. When she's finished with your operative, she's going to be coming after you.
Regrettably, that's true. However, I have taken steps to ensure my well-being.
Yeah, I hope you're wearing Kevlar underwear.
I think I have something much more effective than that. You see, When each of my operatives came to the islands, they were bearing unique gifts, rings, watches, pendants, necklaces. And each one of these contained a small part of an electronic detonator. Currently, that detonator is attached to a small vial of radioactive material, which is stored under intense pressure. I have set that detonator for 4 o'clock this afternoon. So if anything should happen to me, a nuclear device of Soviet manufacture will go off somewhere on this island. I don't need to read the rest of the scenario to you, do I?
Soviet.
A perfect 1/16 all the way around. Color separation is flawless. There's no bleeding.
Nobody does work like this in the States. Nobody but us.
Where was it printed?
It was printed on a monster.
A monster.
A Heidelberg, an Istra.
Heidelberg.
A dinosaur, 4 colors. You can smell the weight. 2 tons, without the ink.
Where do they do printing like this?
Germany, Great Britain,
France.
France.
I'm Captain James T.
Stay out of this fight, Earther. We don't need help from your garbage scow and your weapons of peace and your weakling starship. This prize is ours.
Commander, without our help, there will be no prize. You will die.
With honor? Shun!
Father,
Who dares?
I am Karg, son of Koro Gambrigea. Javid.
Sir, the Enterprise is signaling ready.
I see my son in you, but greatly changed. What sort of trick is this?
It is no trick, Father. We are joined with the Earthers to stop this killing machine.
Then together we shall. Then afterwards, you'll join me in skinning the Earther. Shabak!
Father!
He is agent for KGB.
A Russian spy master fingers a traitor.
I have named this person in my next book.
He's going to name a double agent.
You just signed his death warrant.
You must finish the game.